Trials Rising is here. That's it. Came out. Boom. Got released. We're playing. We're enjoying it. Or at least that's what I thought. Right off the bat, you jump in and you're like, oh, okay. Well, the gameplay is similar to Fusion and its predecessors, HD and Evolution. But they kind of dropped the ball after that. It's got horrible frame rate issues, and I know it's a new game, so all that stuff will change. But like they'll throw out some updates and patches and do all that sort of stuff, and I think that'll fix it. But there's certain things they can't fix, like the arbitrary way they're trying to keep you playing the game longer by making the like main menu screen sort of like a floaty mouse pointer, so that you have to spend more time picking tracks and finding what you want to play and all that. Whereas in Fusion, you picked like a little mini world, and then you would just go through the tracks in there. And it was simple, it was straightforward. It wasn't, there weren't any like mandatory sort of things in order to progress, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, the menu, I don't think that is necessarily fixable, or I don't think that they would want to fix it because, you know, in this day and age, all the big gaming houses are more interested in you playing their game for a lot longer than you would normally. So they artificially prolong it rather than just focusing on making the game fun and incorporating, certain whatever gameplay attributes that are going to be like, oh, this is fun. This brings me back time and time again. I want to go back and play this track and focus on beating it. Now, I don't know. Like everyone just wants to have some sort of artificial, like it's not real. It's not like I'm getting off on a tangent, but anywho, the graphics are still decent, even with the frame drops. Um, I think it still looks pretty good, but the frame rate it's just terrible. Like I know a lot of this is just part of the stream. It just isn't great, but there are clearly frame issues in the game. The loading is a little bit slower, and I don't know if that is just a new game and so it's bigger, so they have to you know, spend more time loading because there's more graphics packs and things that they have in the game that's what is taking a long time. I don't know if that is the case, but the loading is a tad slow, but it's not the worst. It's something that is you can look past. But by far, one of the most annoying things are the ghosts. And for the first 5 hours I played this game, I didn't know you could turn it off. And I personally find the ghosts to be somewhat distracting. So before in Fusion, when you were racing, I felt like I was just racing myself. I felt like it was a single player game, and that was that, and I was having so much fun that I told all my friends, "Hey, go get this game. Like it's fun. It's just it's sort of like a Minecraft where it's I don't want to say you can get lost in it, but if you just want to veg out and sort of just play a video game and relax and do that, you can throw Minecraft in peaceful and just sit there and go dig a brick. I don't know. And this Infusion, I should say, sort of had that where it was more like, okay, well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go race a couple tracks, and don't get me wrong, a lot of the tracks were, like nail biters where it's you're trying to gain 1 second 2 seconds trying to get the next badge whatever, but I always felt like I was racing against myself, you know. And later on, I had specific friends who I would be racing against, and that's just what it was. It wasn't these random ghosts, and I don't even know if they're like random Xbox Live people or if they're NPCs that take on Xbox Live gamer tags or if they just made up gamer tags or what the case may be. But it's not consistent, like in the least. The whole thing is just sort of sometimes you get in a race and it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm destroying everybody. And then sometimes you get in a race and it's like I can't keep up. It's literally impossible. And I've changed bikes and I've changed, this and that. Like I mean, you can see here in this video where I'm trying to race and literally everybody is all the NPCs I'm racing against are I don't want to say perfect because they're not perfect, but they're definitely advanced. And if you look, it says the track is easy. And stuff like that is just like, oh, okay, well, that's not going to make me feel like, oh, I'm going to go back to playing that. This is challenging. No, it's supposed to be easy. And if you guys can't figure out what an easy track is versus what a medium track is, what a hard and what an extreme track is, that is a problem because this is your what, fourth motorcycle game? Because I'm not including that Trials of the crap Dragon Moon or whatever they came out with. I definitely didn't order that. But unfortunately, I did pre order Rising. And I just can't seem to tell the friends who don't have it that they should get it. Like, one, there's no private multiplayer yet. Um, so that, but that's fine because Fusion didn't have it for like the first year, I don't think, or something like that. It didn't come out with it. So that is what it is. And the friends that did buy it, they've already stopped playing. The first 2 days, maybe even 3 days, I had quite a few people on my friends list that were playing the game. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So this is going to be like Fusion, where we will be able to play, together. And I'll have, personal track records and I'll have something to work towards and do that. But its current state is just a mess. And again, some of it is fixable. 100% some of it is fixable, but some of it I just don't know how they're gonna like remedy it. I don't see it. But the whole track difficulty things, that definitely needs some work. If something is easy, it should be easy. If something is hard, it should be hard. Like, I shouldn't have to play an easy track like it's an extreme track. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But it is what it is. One of the other things that I have an issue with is it doesn't matter if the NPCs are real or fake. There is obviously a issue with the coding. Like, I pick an easy bike, I can't race. I pick a harder bike, I can't race. Like, it it's just a whole slew of issues. And I'm not sure that, they can fix that in an update. I think that might be like an issue with how they made the game. And I don't know how they fix that. But I do know that in its current state, I'm not sure that this is going to be sustainable. I'm not sure that this game is going to go for the long haul. And it's a shame because you can look at it and see that its previous games were fun. But I just think that it is following a long trend of other game developers that it's just a shame in the gaming industry right now. Like, that's people are more interested in money, and I'm not even sure that Red Lynx is even that bad when it comes to that. Like, I mean, if you're comparing them to that, I mean, you could look at it, from like the Destiny 2 or the Call of Duty, or you know what I mean? Like, those people are obviously just in it for money at this point. Their games are not standing the test of time. But maybe the new generation doesn't really care. I don't know. But it's a weird state where in this day and age, like, I've always convinced my friends, like, hey, go get the new Trials. Like, it's amazing. It's just dope. And I don't have that same sort of like, I actually got the game and I don't really want to play it anymore. Like, I feel like they need to fix it, and when they do, then maybe I'll come back to it, but it's not bringing me back on its own. You know what I mean? So, and it's weird with this new menu system. Like, you have this weird mouse pointer and you have to, travel all over, and it's just prolonging the game, but not in a good way, in my opinion. Like, I want the game to last a long time because I'm having fun, not because I have to. That's not going to keep me playing the game. It's just weird that the developers don't see this. So I don't know. And the other thing is these sponsors. Like, I don't mind choosing to do other things. Like, I don't mind that at all. That's fine. If I want to do some backflips, I'll do some backflips. Get an achievement, that's fine. But if I have to do backflips and front flips and beat someone and ride backwards and upside down and have a wheel, like, it's just too much. Like, I don't want to have to do that to progress. I want to be able to progress just because that is the game. Like, I want to play the game and have it have replayability. And right now, it just doesn't have that. Something is lost, something's missing. And it's a shame because I really like the Trials franchise. To me, it's such a simple idea that just transcends what it used to be. I appreciate the simple physics of it, and you know what I mean? And I'm not even that good. That's the thing, is like the extreme tracks? No. But I still have fun. Like, even if I don't, I've played tracks to where I've hit the 300, what is it, 300 limit, fault limit, It's like, oh, okay, well, you lose. And I've played tracks where I've hit the 30-minute thing. And I'm just like, oh. And I've done it multiple times. But in this game, it just doesn't have that same sort of thing. And it really is a shame. And I hope that they can figure out a way to fix it because I really want to play the game and I really want to like the game and I really want to enjoy it. But what I'm not going to do is play a game just because it's there. And I think that gets lost in the gaming industry nowadays. But at the end of the day, it's a decent game. Right now, it just has too many flaws, and I hope that they're able to fix it soon because I really want to have a game like HD or Evolution or Fusion where it does have that replayability. And I know that when the multiplayer opens up, it'll open up more replayability. I know when the tracks get populated, that will have more replayability. But the problem is I'm not sure that the population is going to stick around. So take with it what you will. I suggest holding off until they fix the bare minimum, like the frame rate issues and the multiplayer and some of these the crate boxes, which I even forgot to talk about. Like people's inventory is disappearing, people's inventory is duplicating, people are getting crates for nothing, people are not getting crates, like, and to me it's weird that the game was released with so many bugs. So I don't know. I do hope they fix it because I enjoy this style game. So if you really want it, I would say get it because nothing's gonna stop anyone from doing what they want. But for me, I kind of wish I didn't get it just yet. So I wish I would have picked it up on like a sale, even though yeah, it's only 25 bucks, no biggie. But 25 bucks, I played for 2, 3, 4 days, something like that, and maybe 5 hours total, 6 hours total, not a very long time. So 5 bucks an hour, yeah, that's on the more on the worse side than the better side for me. But anyways, hopefully they fix it. We'll see what happens.